notice for slippers, barefoot on the stairs, making footprints to the bedroom. Porcelain equipment, reverent to hygiene. Like that God fellow is like a saint. Won't leave bed unless I have to use the bathroom really bad. It's not the world really preoccupied with sadness. I got the taste of nihilism as a stuck thought. Send me pictures when we were happy, smoking some cigarettes by some tall grass the day we deliberately went there to take pictures. So the journey and destination were the same thing. Send me pictures of when I was happy, leave me on my own, skipping record on my favorite part. Yes!
Awesome. I love that song so much.
Yep, that's a song I wrote.
Jason Melton.
Dave Losso, good to be on your Fort show.
Oh my god, this is my best buddy in the whole world.
This is my best buddy.
I love that song so much because I heard it the first time you did Cupcake at Gallery Cabaret, and then we stayed for the open mic, and that's the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that song, what's it called? I don't even know.
It's called Naked on a Toilet in the Desert.
Of course it is.
It's a song I wrote about when you're really depressed and you don't want to get out of bed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then, you know, there's aspects of like a relationship in it. Like going to take pictures. It's not really about my relationship. I saw a picture on Facebook of a guy smoking a cigarette by some tall grass. And I was like, well, I bet he has memories of his ex-girlfriend. And like he's into photography, so.
Oh, Jason Melton.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh man,
it's a good song.
Do you write a lot of songs about relationships?
I think that of all this, I've written a lot of songs, maybe 100 or maybe something like that. I don't remember them all or how to play them all. A lot of them kind of lost in the wind, but most of them were about relationships.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to write about girls because they get stuck in your head. Like, yeah, like our friend Roman Leo, his dad told me.
Talk about Roman's dad.
Roman's dad told Roman, and Roman told me it's like the last big one. I think it's stuck in your head, and you kind of always, if you're not in a relationship, you always have the last one kind of looming over you.
Right.
And that's always something that you could write a song about when you're lonely.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We gotta get Roman Leo's dad on here.
Yeah, Roman Leo's dad. I think he's around.
I'm gonna feel terrible if Roman Leo's dad is dead.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Roman.
Yeah.
So like, what was the last big one?
Okay, so I haven't been in a relationship in a little while. The last relationship I was in was very like. There's a lot of, I mean, I guess I was in love, it lasted a year, but it was definitely a lot, almost completely throughout the entire relationship, very bad, dark stuff happened.
Sorry, we got a cat in the foreground.
Yeah. It's alright.
Were you the dumper or the dumpy?
I think, you know, I can't quite remember because it was a lot of drinking and hazy, bad news stuff at the end there. But, you know, as you start breaking up, and I think she originally broke up with me. I think she originally broke up with me. But you get to a point in a relationship where you start breaking up, like, every couple weeks. And then we sort of saw each other for a while after that and pretended like we weren't together. Yeah. But, like, was still seeing each other. She was like, an affair that I was having post-relationship.
Oh.
I don't know what you call it, because it's like, we're not dating anymore,
tryst.
but we'll see each other and be romantic together.
Fucking?
Yeah, we were fucking.
Called fucking.
Yes.
It's called fucking.
Oh. Hi, Dave's mom.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, we were still doing the shameful
The shameful dance.
sex act.
The shame dance.
The shame dance.
The shame dance.
So yeah, so we so I wrote some songs to dance to.
Hell yeah.
Shame dance.
The best.
Yeah. Yeah, very awful, bad things happened throughout the entire relationship, and in the end, my brother was very ill in the hospital. It was very, like, I was in other things in my environment were going on that were dark and awful, and then she dumped me and told everyone I abused her. So I was also getting death threats. I don't know, she was very sick, she was mentally ill, and like depressed, bipolar, and stuff like that. You know, stuff that, you know, you could deal with and the right medications, but maybe
She wasn't dealing with it.
yeah, not well. Yeah, she was very sick. She dealt with it on and off. You know, sometimes it was bad, sometimes it was fine. She was honestly a good person. Still think she's nice and a good person. Don't really talk to her anymore, but etc.
Well, like, what point did you kind of start, did you know it was going bad? Like, was it...
Oh.
Do you feel like relationships can be doomed from the start?
I want to answer both those questions.
Okay.
I'll start with the general how do relationships do. It's just I think it's just scientific that if most marriages fail, then like you're getting in a typical relationship, it's almost certainly going to fail.
Yeah.
Then I think they almost always do. But you have a bunch of them, so then hopefully
the odds, Yeah, you just throw it at the wall.
It's a small dartboard, but you have a lot of darts.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful dart metaphor.
Yeah, awesome. I can pull out dart metaphors and ocean metaphors pretty easily.
Just all day.
Yeah, because it's just like...
Darts and oceans.
Yeah.
They're so vast.
Tide comes in, goes out.
Darts come in.
Darts come in, throw them at the board.
Darts go in the water, or you go in the water. Darts are in the water. So I'm just trying to make a Jaws reference out of your darts and oceans metaphor. My entire life is just trying to make a Jaws metaphor. That's how I relate to everything.
I can't remember. I was trying to quote the movie somehow. I don't remember anything from it.
I know enough for both of us about Jaws.
I think that Jaws was good.
It's my favorite movie.
Yeah, oh, is it?
It's my favorite movie. Yeah.
I think my favorite movie is Joe versus the Volcano. Have you ever seen that? I don't think that's a common favorite movie.
No.
Because the guy is fed up with life and he decides to jump in a volcano. It's awesome.
Usually, like, Joe versus the Volcano is like when someone was like, hey, remember that movie with Tom Hanks and the volcano? That's your favorite movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's beautiful.
But I'll say the second thing, when did I know my relationship was doomed? It was, we had a very bad first date, I would say. I knew almost from the beginning. Well, we were both musicians, and we played a gig together, and we sort of, like, got drunk and hooked up after the gig. And that led to us going on a date. And I lived in Northwest Indiana at the time, so we took it. I met her where she worked in Chicago. We both lived over there. I don't know, whatever. The geography of this isn't super important, but I met her at work in Chicago and parked my car in this like ominous open like parking lot. It's just like not paved or anything like that. There's hills everywhere and bumps.
Perfect, yeah.
There's like a little weird desert in the middle of Chicago.
It was like the opening of like Law and Order.
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, that's definitely where you'd find a body.
Yeah.
And like possibly could have found her or my body after that date because
that's so romantic.
Yeah, because we just basically went to eat Chinese food and then...
So you said you had a bad first date.
Yeah, I'm going to give a little bit details of it. Like, we was very drunk, and she started just crying uncontrollably at a bar, and where other drunk people were coming up to us and asking, like, is she okay? And I was like, well, I was just talking to her, and we started crying, and we got to go, and then we left very drunk, and then had sex in her car by the bar.
And then you're like, now we're dating.
So like, now we're dating. Except I tried to go home, and I had to work the next day, and she's like, no, if you leave, I'll kill myself.
What?
This is great. I guess I can leave. I have these pills. I swear I'll do it. And I was like, oh, God. So then...
So you were like, I gotta date this woman.
I was like, well, all right, we'll find a hotel, and we did, and I called off work, which is bad. And she puked all morning and told me she had liver problems or something. I was like, this is awful. And instead of like doing the right thing and ending the date, we went out to breakfast and started drinking again at a Mexican restaurant. And they cut us off at the restaurant, so we went to get a Chinese restaurant, and then we started eating and drinking there, and they cut us off there. I'll never forget, the guy said, I'm sorry, we just can't serve you any more sake. I want to. It's just we've never served that much sake to just 2 people.
Said, you guys set the sake record?
Yeah, we have the sake record. They took a picture of us and hung it on the wall.
That just, it's just so funny to think it, like, so like Chinese and Japanese restaurants, it's like all about hospitality, and they were like actually had to tell you like you guys have done too much.
Yeah, and I don't know. Sake is not Chinese, I don't think, but
it's it's Japanese.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, it is. Well, it was a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're crossing all. This is very important.
Yeah. We got to work out the semantics of where sake is from.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Send us an email.
We ended up getting too drunk again. Got cut off at 2 restaurants and staying in another hotel, and I called off again the next day, and then I went home finally and was like, well, I should never talk to her again.
This sounds like a very early...
But then I dated her for a year.
It's like a Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah, it was like leaving Las Vegas. Specifically.
Oh man, and then so it just like how did it end?
I don't know. Things just got worse and worse. Like honestly, like I couldn't go into more details, but that if you can imagine what I just described, that story, and just imagine a series of worse and worse events, stretched out over a year, then a breakup.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of vomiting. Both of us unemployed. Sad, miserable, and etc. I was still teaching chess to children. I retained that job.
While you're doing this.
Yeah, I was doing this awful depressed cycle. But I'm feeling way better now, guys. Don't worry about me. And yeah, she's doing better too. I think we were probably helping each other stay locked in the cycle of alcoholism and sadness. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. Sorry, this is like the second interview now in a row where I burped during it, so I think I just gotta have to purposely burp now every time.
We'll just make a montage at the end of this 40 burps of Dave Losso.
At the end of the 40 days, yeah, it'll be 40 burps in 40 days. Yeah, guys, if you want to play a drinking game at home, every time I'm a terrible interviewer and burp and fucking stumble through a joke, you guys could just drink, and then you'll be as bad of an interviewer as I am. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what is like the worst date I've ever been on.
Yeah.
I've definitely had ones like back when I was like in high school or like getting out of high school where I've totally like when I was in bands, girls would message me on MySpace and stuff.
Oh Lord.
And then be like and then totally like end up just being shitty, awful people, and I'd be like stuck on a date with them.
Any date that starts on MySpace seems
it's terrible.
Questionable.
It's terrible. Like sorry, my cat is now trying to eat Jason's guitar strings. Which is just I guess
Seems fun.
She's into it.
Probably worth some tetanus.
Yeah. I can't afford cat tetanus, so you need to get the fuck out of here, bro. No, that's I'm glad that you shared that with me. I don't think you've ever told me that story before.
No, it's I haven't told that story too much because it makes it seem like I have poor judgment.
Yeah. No. We all have just I mean, here's a really the first when I first moved up here, like the week I moved up here, me and my roommate and his sister and her friend went to Neo, which I have no business going to Neo.
I don't know Neo.
It's like an industrial, like goth dance club place. Okay. But this girl comes up to me at the bar and leads off with, "Are you Jewish?" So I should have immediately just been like, "No, like let's just cut this off like right now."
Because I will date you as long as you're not Jewish.
Yeah, like,
you could be any other.
And I said no, and I ended up going home with her. And it wasn't because I wasn't Jewish. It wasn't like I went home with like a neo-Nazi. Yeah. It was just, I think she just wanted to know. I think she may have been Jewish. And she was probably asking. And I like,
sometimes.
We walked out into the street and I vomited. Like, right in front of her.
Yeah.
And she still, like, was like, let's go. And so I should have known right there, like, me vomiting in front of her and her being completely okay with a complete stranger puking it. Like, I get pissed off if I see a person I don't know.
Rinse your mouth out before we kiss later.
Yeah. I don't even want to see, like, a stranger throw up in front of me, let alone, like, be like, I'm going to take you home. Yeah. But, so I'm thinking, like, that's...
Although I watched Jim threw up last night in a very funny way. It was awesome.
Jim is Jim Sanders.
Yeah.
He's
my roommate and best friend, and like we go way back.
Yeah, he's so awesome. I'm gonna have him on the show soon.
Great dude.
He's so awesome.
He puked. Where I guess it would probably be embarrassing for him if I told this story.
Here, don't tell it, and I'll make him.
I don't know if he remembers. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be funny to him because it was happening.
And it was actually not funny, except it didn't mess up anything. It was on like the street. It wasn't like it didn't ruin anything. I'm sure parrot animals will eat it or whatever. So like no one even has to clean it up. It's but it just looked funny.
Funny vomit.
Yeah, I wish I could have Snapchatted it. No, I'm just kidding.
Guys, if you have a funny vomit and you want to Snapchat, what's your Snapchat, Jason?
It's Jason Melton.
Jason Melton. Snapchat your funny vomits pics to the J Zone.
Please let me get some random vomit pics.
Yeah, that's all he needs right now.
But not bulimia, because that's not okay.
No.
Seek medical
attention.
Just
just funny ones from you being irresponsible.
I support alcoholism, not bulimia.
Well, yeah, man, this has been. So I'm gonna have you on a bunch of times.
Like, keep interviewing me. I have lots of.
I'm gonna interview you
stories
all the time. I'm just gonna cancel everybody else's interviews.
Oh, cool.
Because I know you're gonna play one more song.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, sorry, it's not ongoing. Like everybody knows. Like I think by now everybody knows. Like I live across the street from a firehouse. So.
Well, I don't know if you guys know, Dave is mentally ill. We're actually in the psychiatrist's office.
We're in I built this, they allowed me to build this fort.
We're in, what is it called? I can't think of the word.
The psych ward?
The psych ward. Dave is in the psych ward.
The third floor?
Yeah.
Or whatever? I don't know.
It may not, is it always the third floor?
I don't know. That's a good thing. We'll look that up and then next time you're on, we'll settle it.
Yeah.
If it's a universal floor for psych wards.
I feel like I've been to a psych ward that was on the third floor before.
Yeah.
Yeah. To visit the girl from the story I was just telling. We should twist.
We should laugh at that. Get.
Jumping on the camera.
So before you play that song, so I've told you a million times you're my favorite comedian of all time.
Oh, you are too kind. You're like giggling like.
You are though.
Thank you.
But man, will you? Because like part of this is like. The selfish part of it is because I want to feel better. That's why I'm doing this stuff. Yeah. Will you tell my favorite joke of yours?
Oh.
You know what it is.
Yeah, I could tell a joke. Well, I tell this joke on stage. I don't know how you tell a joke sitting in a floor.
Tell it. It's awesome. No, they're going to love it.
What do? I say? A lot of ladies know that I'm a tiger in the bedroom. One lady knows that I'm a tiger in the zoo because she dropped her toddler in my cage and I ate the whole thing, even the bones.
It's funny because it's the first time I've seen you do it without the microphone.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I have nothing to, because I pulled the microphone really close to my face like Bill Cosby does.
oh, that's like
Himself. You ever see himself? I love that. Bill Cosby's definitely one of my
So
favorites.
this was the Tiger joke unplugged.
Yeah. Tiger joke unplugged.
Oh man, thank you so much, buddy.
Of course, Dave. You're the man.
You're the best, man. I love you so much, and I love Jason so much. Yeah, guys, check like me and Jason run a show together.
Oh yeah,
twice a month in it's called Yeah Buddy Awesome Time. It's at the at Brainstorm Comics here in Chicago,
over in Wicker Park.
Yeah, and
it's free, BYOB. It's the best show in town. It's very good. Everyone else wants to get on their knees in front of us and clap for us.
Wow, everybody's gonna hate us now.
Yeah, well, it's very talented. We're very talented. We're also morally superior. We're more ethical and
very humble.
We save a turkey every Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
For our show.
Yeah, we do it mostly so that whoever's the president at the time doesn't feel so special that he's doing it, because we're just doing it just, you know, like, we're on it, free turkeys.
We're finding suitable replacements for junk food for children in the schools to help with childhood obesity.
Yeah.
I don't know, these are all things.
And we're sitting in a fort right now.
Yeah, we're in a fort, and
we're solving world hunger.
We're pretending like we're doing something important in a fort. Nothing important can ever happen in a fort.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Of course, Dave.
I love this guy.
Yeah, I love to be on the show all the time, the Ford Show.
I want you to be on the show all the time.
Gotta have some 40s.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that pun before anybody else can, because I know it's easy.
Melton's got it.
40s.
Melton's got it.
I thought of it.
Are you gonna play one more song?
Yeah, I'm gonna play another song here.
All right, guys. So thanks for watching, and keep checking in. Like I said, I'm gonna be updating this every day. And guys, one more time for Jason Melton.
Yeah, clap for me. If
you're at home, clap.
One more time.
Clap for Jason.
This song is called "So You Think You Could Dance" #2. Browsing around Wikipedia, learning about paraphilias, like that one where men are attracted to trees. That's new to me. Browsing around Wikipedia, learning about paraphilias. None of them aren't that extreme, like that one where men are attracted to trees. It's an instrument break. We'll have a cool solo here. Dave will slap his leg. My only concern for these men is, how can you be romantic? 'Cause trees can't dance. No. Trees can't dance. Sorry. I'm aware that was not the best version.